The number of migrants crossing the Channel to the UK in small boats in the first half of this year has risen by more than 40% compared with the same period last year. The sharp rise will be revealed in Home Office figures published today. It's putting increasing pressure on the government, which promised to smash the gangs organising the dangerous journeys. Simon Jones reports from northern France.
Dawn in Dunkirk, and from the shadows, a group of migrants emerges and heads towards the water. It's clear they've been told to be on this beach at 4:45, and they don't have long to wait before a so-called taxi boat appears. Launched in the canals around northern France, as the law currently stands, the French authorities won't intervene when the dinghy is on the water unless lives are in immediate danger. Well, this is a beach from which small boats have launched numerous times over the past few weeks. It wasn't difficult for us to find a large group of people wanting to get to the UK, but here, there's no sign of the police. There's organisation in the chaos. People are instructed to join the boat in small groups so they don't overwhelm it. There's tension among those wanting to get on board. As it sets off, there's a cheer. One man even takes a selfie, but it's dangerously overloaded. Down the beach, something else catches our eye. Well, shortly after we spotted that first boat depart, we spotted this second one, which skirted along the coast, coming in closer to the beach to allow more people to get on board it. So 2 boats from this area, and it's not yet 6 in the morning. Around 20,000 people have made the crossing so far in 2025, a record figure for the first half of the year. The French authorities are looking at changing the rules to allow the police or Coast Guard to try to stop boats in shallow water. And London and Paris have been in negotiations to return some migrants arriving illegally in Dover, with the British government accepting legal migrants seeking family reunion. Not all attempting to cross made it on board. Where are you from?
I'm from Somalia.
Somalia. You didn't get on board the boat?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
I don't know.
No room? At this makeshift camp, these new arrivals from Turkey say they won't be deterred. Charities question the effectiveness of deterrence.
These people are totally determined. They know they will risk their life. They're prepared to die crossing. That's what they want. It's their final aim, is to reach England. Why for? I don't know.
Why not stay in France?
Some of them do. Some of them do.
Crossings can fluctuate according to factors like the weather and supply of boat parts. The Home Office says it's strengthening international partnerships to dismantle the criminal gangs behind them.
And Simon Jones had more for us this morning from Dunkirk.
It's been another busy morning here, and we have seen some police activity both on the beach and around this area, because a short while ago there was a boat carrying around 20 migrants, one of these taxi boats, which broke down in the canal behind me. Now, the people on board couldn't get the motor started up again. They were drifting for a while. Eventually, the police did manage to get them off that boat, but the people on board were simply allowed to walk away towards the town. They weren't stopped, they weren't questioned, they weren't arrested by the French police. And then after that, the police got the boat out of the water and then slashed it in front of the cameras. I think they wanted to be seen to be doing something. And a short time before that, we were on the beach, and potentially the people that boat were going to pick up, we saw them hiding in the dunes, although it wasn't difficult really to make them out because many of them were wearing those fluorescent life jackets. So we spotted them crouching down, and then the police turned up on the beach, and in their vehicle they approached the group and did manage to disperse them. But those are a couple of potential crossing attempts that have been thwarted today, but we know that other boats have managed to launch from beaches and the area around northern France. So it's pretty certain that we're going to reach the figure today of 20,000 people having made the crossing so far this year. That's a record start to the year for crossings, and it really just shows how intractable this issue remains, both for the French authorities and also for the British government, which is keen to see the crossings ended. There's going to be a summit between the UK and France later this month. They're going to be discussing new initiatives to try to bring this under control. But this has been going on for years. Numerous new ideas, numerous initiatives have been put forward over the years. But at the moment, the numbers are simply going in the wrong direction.